Hey yo guys, Golden Tiger here. We're back in another video, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys pretty much how to get out of gold and get into platinum basically. And the reason why I'm not making this video and saying how to get into diamond, I'm not doing that is because there's already too many videos out there saying that, and usually half the time they say stuff about your sensitivity. Although those are factors, they say stuff about your sensitivity, take it slow, use your drone, and all these other settings, usually dead zone and stuff, which is also another thing you have to do. I'll talk about that later, but it's a pretty obvious thing if you are literally trying to get out of gold. But here's the thing. If you are in gold, you are average. Believe it or not, you are average. If I can, I will show like a graph on the screen. If I cannot, then I'm sorry. But gold is the most average spot. And if you're bottom gold, like if you were seriously trying in ranked, like if everybody here is seriously trying in ranked, if you are the bottom of gold, like if you're gold 4, that is below average. That is really bad. If you're like gold 2, and if you're pretty much almost platinum, that is where average is. Platinum is just above average. That's how easy it is just to get into platinum, and the ranking system at the moment is kind of broken, and you guys can literally be placed in any position. If you just win 5 games inside your placement, you can get gold. That's how bad it is right now. But that's just off topic. But in order to get into platinum, you just gotta follow a few steps. You gotta live by a couple of ways, and you guys will literally get platinum. It is so easy, it's ridiculous. Alright, let's get into the video. First, we're gonna be going over what everybody else is talking about at the moment. Sensitivity, your X and Y sensitivities, your aim down sight sensitivities, and your dead zones. Just pretty much everything for your controls. After that, we're gonna be talking about positioning and playstyle. Next, a more efficient way of using your drone, breaching correctly and breaching with your drone with your teammates. And the last one in every video you'll possibly ever hear is communication, the most important part of this game. Alright, so everything here guys is live. I'm going to be going through the settings, or what I really think you guys should be doing at least, but this is live. That's all I wanted to get across. So settings, really. With the controls, a lot of people right off the bat don't know anything about dead zone. People literally have no clue what dead zone is. Even when they hop in any game, like people have no idea what dead zone is until they see it, and they're like, what is that? They don't touch it. Some people don't touch it because they're just scared of what it is, and it's honestly, really honestly, it's really bad. You don't want to touch your dead zone if you literally have no idea what it does. It's so bad. But basically, my preferences for dead zone, or popularity, dead zone preferences are low, just generally low. You can play with a 5 and a 7 or a 9, or you can play with a 5 and a 7, or whatever you guys stick with. I just stick with 5 because everything is more snappy, it's more reliable. It's more reliable on just you, and just simply just keeping it real with your thumbs. You don't gotta rely on the game messing up where you're gonna be overshooting, undershooting, etc. Okay, back to your X and your Y sensitivity. So I like to keep my Y sensitivity up and down really low. A lot of people like it lower than their Y, than their X, excuse me, or their horizontal. Reason being, this game has a weird setting. Well, most games, when you have sensitivity, like for instance, if you're playing Call of Duty, keep it 10 sensitivity. It's not 10 up and 10 side to side. It actually does it for you, and it'll calculate it for you. If it's 10 side to side, it'll probably be like something like 7 up and down. It's just that's how it works. You guys can go ahead and test it out for yourself. But generally, with your settings and your sensitivity, you usually want to keep your vertical lower than your horizontal, especially in this game when you're going to be aiming at head level, and you don't want to change this too much. See, like my sensitivity is really sensitive with the Y sensitivity, so even when I try to go side to side like this, it's kind of hard to keep it there in one spot, because you check around corners, you want to keep it head level, or if you're crouching, head level with crouch, or head level standing up level when you're crouching, just stuff like that. But usually you don't want to keep your Y higher than your X, simply because you don't want to be shooting like this. You don't want to be shooting up and down, because you want to be hitting them in the head as soon as you can. That's just something you're going to need to learn how to do at the higher levels if you're going to plan to get to the higher levels. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Your sensitivity is very important. As far as your control, like your controller layout goes, your vibration, honestly, I'm gonna turn this off. I've never really done this before. Okay, well, I can see why people like this. It will probably throw people off if it's on, like if you're used to it off. Like honestly, I might try it when it's off, but in my opinion, when I have it on, it makes me feel more into the game. Like I said, like I didn't say yet, just enjoy the game. But my preference is to keep this on. I keep it off in specific games. I'm not gonna mention the other ones, but I keep it off in other games. But in this game, I just like keeping it on in general. You guys can turn it off and try it out. Aim assistance, that's just nothing in PvP. You guys can turn it off if you want or on, doesn't matter. Aim down sights. So this is important as well. You don't want to keep this. I gotta remember that 45. You don't want to keep this extremely high. Like, it's gonna be impossible to control at ranges, and it affects your up and down and side to side a lot. So when you're going like this and you aim in like that, you don't want to keep it higher than your normal sensitivity, and you don't want to keep it at the same thing as your normal sensitivity as well. By normal, I mean non-aim down sights. Simply just because when you aim down sights, you want to have your shots accurate, and you don't want to have them off. But like I said, if you guys like having something a specific way, like everything I'm saying here is just preference, but if you guys like it one way, keep it that way. I'm not telling you to change it, but at least try some things out here that I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all the controller settings and preferences. As far as the layout goes, like I was saying earlier, the layout, where's the layout? Yeah, so if you have a different layout, I literally don't even want to get into this, but just stick with default in my opinion. If you are a lefty, definitely use lefty or southpaw or whatever they got going on here. Just use whatever you guys are used to. This shouldn't be this long in the video, but it was. But remember, your settings are your settings. You don't have to go with anybody else's settings. Just remember that. Okay, so for the next thing, positioning and playstyle, I'm probably going to have a lot of clips breaking this next one down just because this is just going to be a longer one in general, so I'll try to talk as fast as I can because I know this is going to be a lot longer than just a sensitivity one, just simply because it's positioning and playstyle. This is overall how you play the game, and I'm pretty much going to change how you guys play drastically. But if you guys happen to figure out some type of way that works out for you guys in general, and you guys are not dying and you guys are living and beating other players, just try to take some of these things in consideration. And yeah, here we go. Okay, so holding angles. When you hold angles, you gotta hold them as tight as you possibly can. And when you just hold angles in general, you don't want to be peeking out any part of your body besides your head, even though that makes it kind of an easier target, but at the same time it doesn't. It's just more of a trading type of mechanism, but you want to be holding it with just your head, not your body. And if you're going to be holding angles, you want to peek as quick as you can, and you pretty much just don't want to show your whole body and stand in one spot for a long amount of time. The next thing you want to really be paying attention to is spawn peeks and just coming straight out of the spawn and keeping your eyes on every single window possible. Communicate with your team. If you're going to spawn in, watch the windows first, then get the cameras. That's how important it is. And if you just do your job, if you're watching the windows, watching the doors, whatever you got to do, usually it'll pay off just like this clip here. The next thing I wanted to get into was the speed of your gameplay. If you're playing at the amazing most Usain Bolt speeds, alright? If you're hauling ass in the objective and you're getting these kills and then you die right off the bat, that is wrong, okay? You might think it's cool. You might think it's cool to get in a couple kills. It's not. If you need to take it slow, take it slow, drone out the room, go in, because I'll tell you what happens in the higher ranks of the game. If you're trying to get past gold, you need to take your time. If you have to rush, then rush. But if you know you cannot rush, or if you're not completely sure that you can rush, do not rush. That's a super important thing, and a lot of people don't understand that, is you need to take your time. Alright, so guys, we're in a live environment. We're going to be doing pretty much breaching with your drone, helping your teammates breach an area with your drone, just checking areas with your drone, and pretty much getting into the habit of using your drone more often. So, right off the bat, let's just pretend, for example, our team's already figured out what characters they have in the objective area, and now all we got to do after that is figure out where we're going to breach. So, let's say the objective is close to the parking front there, so we're going to choose parking front, we're going to set up our drone here, and we're ready to roll. So after our drone's all set up, we want to pay attention to the area. So if there's like holes in the area, if there's anything that enemy teams can use to their advantage, you want to keep your eye on that. After you spawn in, you usually want to move up, check if they're on any peeking areas that they're going to come out with. That's another thing with the drone. You want to watch and see if they're going to be going out, if they're going to do a run out. So let's say we're still in the planning phase. Somebody's sitting right there with the door open. You know, alright guys, they're going to do a run out in the northern front entrance of the bank. Everybody gets set up and then they got ready for that run out. While you're making your way to the front area, get any cameras that you need to get. Got all those cameras. I don't know the angle for this camera right here, but that's something you got to pay attention to as well. All the cameras. Then you get set up on your drone. You never want to go into the front door, just checking the first area and say, alright, just determine that it's clear, because it's not. Because there's a lot of things that can be happening that a lot of people don't pay attention to, unless you're just trying to get in here for some odd reason and then run out. Then you guys can come in like this. But never go in like without droning and start doing this and then hop in. Never do that. It's just going to get killed. Every single time you're going to get killed, or you're just going to get lucky. Either way. But with your drone, firstly with your drone, you want to make sure it's clear. You clear out these areas and you just put a scenario in your head and pretend you're the enemy. And where would you be? Usually when you're coming through this area of this door, this is just for this example here, I would be sitting around here, I'd be sitting upstairs, or I'd be sitting in that room in the back, or holding that tight angle right there. I check all those areas and then I determine it's clear. I check it, then I go in. After that, clear the area once again, because people like to rotate after they hear doors go down. After it's down, you can come in, get any camera that you need to get, do your job, and you successfully breached your front door. And then you can keep going with your drone and you can work off of that, because like I said, you got plenty of time to work with. You need to take it slow, and if you have to, then you can go quick. But that's just how you breach with your drones the right way. Another thing you want to keep in mind is if you're breaching with a teammate. So let's say they need to get into the basement. Alright, alright, I'm droning for you, Thermite. So you're droning with Thermite. He's pushing down to do his job. Let's say you open up hatch right there. He's gonna go down. You're gonna go down with your drone. Alright, Thermite, I'm checking. So after he pushes down, when you determine it's clear for him. Oh wait, there's somebody in vault. Watch vault. He's on the hard left side. He's peeking where you're at. So he's gonna move in. He's gonna get the shot on, and he's gonna kill him just because you're using your drone completely the right way, and you're just overall keeping everybody alive by using your drone. So that is just something you really got to keep in mind. I don't know how many times I needed to explain it for you guys, but just use your drone. The next thing we're going over is communication. You can see me here use my communication even though my team doesn't have a mic. If you don't have a mic, seriously, please do not play this game, especially try not to play ranked. But here's an example of me using my mic properly. Dokobee's down. But yeah, seriously guys, if you guys are not using the mic, then you guys are doing something wrong, and please talk to your team. Really not going to talk about this topic for a while. Even though it's very important, I'm not going to talk about it for a while. Simply, it's just because if you don't got a mic, just don't try to play ranked in this game. If you are playing this game without a mic, I feel sorry for you guys, but seriously, just please use a mic, talk to your
Oh
team,
my god.
call out for each other, and
play
over
it,
time
B.
you'll just learn how to play this game.
I think he's on the lower side of the window right now.
So yeah, guys, it's pretty much the video. Here's just a kind of a montage type thing you guys can pay attention to. This is just me playing. Some of this is serious, some of this is not serious, but overall, this is just everything that collects together to make a platinum player. And everything in this video goes into these next videos you guys will see here.
R6, be careful, he's behind you.
There's one guy on me. Friendly.
Oh my god.
Be careful from the window behind you. Rook might be there.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
Identify.
Yeah, they definitely.
This is basement, right? Yeah.
They got the guy with that weird camera that can shoot. I'm stupid, I don't know this crap yet.
You have been exposed.
Wait, I'm by myself. Actually, no, R6 is right here. R6, you have mic, right? Yes, alright. Oh. R6, nice. Wait, no, watch him real quick. I'm just gonna rush. Ready?
Alright, go.
Hostile activity. Security container once the threat is neutralized.
No, I didn't see the rook right there. I was going for one of them, but I didn't get him. They're both in corners. There you go.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
I should be able to carry you guys, but Lion,
Guys,
I want.
I found-
Hey, get off your drone. Get off your drone. I want you to use your ability and run an objective and take a left. Use it now. Go in. 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 Go 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 go. Get an objective.
He doesn't know me. Nice. I'm a floating. Might be. Yep, there's a guy right there. I can hear him. Or they're upstairs. I don't know. Careful when you're doing that. Oh, I might get a lesion trap on one. They don't see him. Oh, fudge,
Thermite's down.
Twitch
Thermite's
drone.
down. Hey, don't
Drone,
kill.
Twitch.
Kill the Twitch drone. It's right there, dude. You're fine.
Got Pulse?
Twitch.
Or not Pulse, what am I saying?
Oh.
Oh, he's on me?
Twitch
On me,
is
on
right
me.
there.
He's weak. Super weak.
These drones are cool.
Op 4 remaining.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Just remember, you gotta take your time. You gotta use positioning. You gotta watch for the spawn peaks. You gotta take it slow. You gotta use your drone. You gotta work with the team. You gotta communicate. Everything that will just go into that will seriously just get you guys out of gold, and it'll overall help you guys in the long run. Good luck out there. Hope I see you guys out in the ranks. If you guys play on PlayStation, I might actually see you guys out there this season. But yeah, guys, good luck.